What's up, guys? How's it going? Amanda Nybert, registered dietitian, here to chat about the 4 things that I prioritized last week while I was on vacation and what the outcome was, how I minimized weight gain on vacation. If you're watching this on the replay, my name's Amanda Nybert. I'm a registered dietitian with a passion for health and wellness, and I'm just like you. I struggle. I go on vacation. I eat like an asshole. I love alcohol. And finding that balance to, create the feeling that I want to feel, because that's what it's all about, feeling your best, takes work and effort. And typically, I'm a little bit of a free-for-all when it comes to vacations. I do feel like a time away, a vacation, is a time to relax and not overthink your food choices and live in the moment and enjoy new places and new experiences and have fun. So that's typically my motto on vacation. And I typically gain about 5 to 6 pounds every time I go away on vacation, if it's, anywhere from 4 to kind of 7 days. And I don't freak out about it because, like I tell my lean clients, when you go away on vacation and you indulge in discretionary foods and you consume alcohol every day and you lay out in the sun and, you're lounging and all those things, most of the time the weight gain that you see is simply inflammation, okay? It's not fat. You don't gain 5 pounds of fat in 5 days, in 7 days, okay? That's nearly impossible. So what you're experiencing definitely on the scale is fluid shifts, inflammation, things like that. So typically you come back from vacation, and this is always my strategy, come back from vacation, go all in for at least the same amount of days that you were gone. So if you just came off of a 7-day vacation, you have to go all in for 7 days. And what I mean by going all in, I don't mean doing a detox. I don't mean starving yourself. I don't mean over-exercising. What I mean is you go all in with your healthy habits. The things you were doing prior to going on vacation. Whole food nutrition, prioritizing protein, getting your workout in, fluid, no alcohol, prioritizing sleep, those types of things. And in 7 to 10 days, you'll be right back to where you started. So this time, so I just went away about 4 or 5 weeks ago. We went on a real vacation in Florida, and I lived my best life. Drank alcohol every day, ate whatever I wanted, came back, was up 6 pounds. And it's taken me, it took me like almost 3 weeks to get that vacation weight off. Okay. So a little bit longer than it had been in the past. And I think the reason why it took me longer is because I just have not been super consistent with my healthy lifestyle, okay? So my body wasn't as resilient to kind of bounce back. So when I got back from that trip, I made it a goal to kind of go all in, really live that 80-20 consistently for like the last 4 weeks. And I was back to where I started. And so going on this vacation that we went on last time, it kind of popped up on me. It was more of a baseball trip, had a lot of work obligations. So it wasn't really kind of like a true vacation. So I went into it with the intention of, I'm really going to try to come out of this, not like an asshole, like I typically do. And so these are the strategies that I put in place for myself prior to leaving. And I really didn't know if they would work, It was kind of trial and error. I didn't know if they would be enough to support coming back and kind of feeling in a good place, but yet still having all the fun. And I was really pleasantly surprised when I jumped on the scale this morning and I was only up 2 pounds. Like, that's a huge win for me. And so I wanted to share with you guys what I did, what I prioritized over the past week, so that maybe it will help you as you go on vacation. A couple of people are commenting, I'm on vacation. I am heading on vacation next week. So this is helpful. Someone says, I actually lost weight when I went on vacation, and I'll address that. So probably that person has been chronically undereating. I see that often. People that undereat, that are struggling with weight loss, really kind of dialing it in. You're like kind of starving yourself to go on vacation, but yet you're still not seeing results. Then you go on vacation and you actually feed your body and your body responds and you actually lose weight. So I see that in clients. So that may be something you want to think about, Kim, moving forward. Are you under eating, and really eating more food, properly nourishing yourself will actually create weight loss. So here's what I did. 4 things that I made sure that I did over the last 7 days. Number 1, good hydration. Okay. So I took my electrolytes, I took my water. Someone mentioned that. Drink lots of water was a huge goal. Here's the thing. Electrolytes, they really help balance you out. They help balance your cravings. Hydration helps balance you out, balance your cravings. A lot of times people kind of slack on the fluid because you're drinking alcohol, you're drinking, who knows what you're drinking. You're drinking all the things when you're on vacation. So we don't quite get as much water in as we normally do. So getting back, like staying consistent with your fluid intake is really helpful. It has a spiral effect. You'll poop good, which is important. You'll have energy. Your cravings will be less. You'll sleep better. All of those things are helpful with hydration. And it's easy. Like that's something that you can do for sure. Number 2, I prioritize my workouts. So I tried to stick with my 5 to 6 workouts a week. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw me. I was working out in my hotel room, went down to the gym. So did pretty good about getting in, 4 or 5 solid workouts. Really quick ones. You know me, I'm fast and furious. I want to go all out, 30 minutes, balls to the wall, crush it, and then get out of there. So prioritize my work. Sorry, my battery's about to die. Typically when we go on vacation, we have access to a little hotel gym. We have access to something. And if you don't, then in your My Lean program, you do the HIIT workouts. So I actually filmed a bunch of HIIT workouts for the September membership in my hotel room because I didn't need any weights. Okay, so it's all metabolic. So I got my workouts in. Okay. And someone's saying, I have a hard time getting back to exercise. So if you prioritize exercise while you're away, you don't have to worry about getting back into it. So that's the second thing I did. Number 3, I limited alcohol. Okay. So alcohol, it's a hard one. All right. Now I'm not going to say every vacation I'm going to be limiting alcohol. But for this one, I did prioritize not drinking every day, okay? We were gone 7 days, and I drank 4. That's a win, right? Yes, it's a win. Typically, when I'm on vacation, I'm drinking every day. Now, some of you were, because I was like sharing what my macros were, what my calories were, because I actually tracked the whole week, which I don't ever do on vacation. I was just curious, to kind of see what the impact would be. And I'm going to talk about that too. But I limited alcohol to 4 days a week. Now, I'm an alcohol drinker, okay? So one day I showed my screen and it was like 4 shots of tequila, and then it showed like margarita mix. And I think people thought that I had 4 margaritas and 4 shots of tequila. And they're like, woo, you had a lot of fun. I was not just shooting tequila. So typically when I log my alcohol, I log the liquor and I log the mix, okay? So I think that it's just a more accurate way to log alcohol than to find a skinny margarita. I mean, who knows what they've done. So I'll take, if I have 4 drinks, I usually, 3 drinks, I'll usually post, 4 ounces of tequila, and it just comes out as shots and stuff like that. So anyway, so I didn't drink just 1 drink. I mean, the nights that I drank, I had 4, 5, 6, 7 cocktails. Okay. I mean, because typically on vacation, you start drinking by the pool at 2 or 3, and the drinks add up, over time. I was a little embarrassed to share that I was drinking, 6 or 7 cocktails a night, but I think a lot of you can relate to that, especially on vacation. So didn't drink every single night. Here's the deal with alcohol, guys. I know it sucks, but alcohol is your biggest enemy. All right. The more you can limit alcohol, the better. I prioritize alcohol in my life. I'm not going to, even though it's do you hear this beautiful setting that I'm in? It would be phenomenal to sit out here every night and drink a glass of wine. But I recognize how that's going to impact me and my health. And it has a huge impact. It impacts your metabolism and it impacts the way you sleep. And that's the biggest thing. I would even show you guys. So I have my Oura ring. I had to cut my wedding ring off because it was crazy. The heat, the swelling, all the processed food I ate. My ring did not make it. But I wear an Oura ring. Maybe I should just wear my Oura ring as my wedding ring. Oh God, I don't think it can go on. And the nights that I drink, my sleep score is shitty. And I may feel like I slept great, but my body does not recover. And guys, this is what is holding you back. It's what is holding so many women back, is alcohol consumption. So now, I don't have anything planned. I don't know when my next trip is, like when we're traveling or what's going on. I think I've got a friend's birthday this weekend. I'll probably drink then. So it's like, I'm not going to drink unless it's a social event. Okay. Like that's my goal. And I try to find spaces that, I can like look at my schedule and say, well, I'm not going to drink even though it's gorgeous sitting out on the patio because I'm going to drink this weekend. So not drinking every night can be really helpful. And again, it just has to do with your sleep, your metabolism, your recovery. So I didn't do alcohol every night. So that was another win. And then the fourth thing I did was, and this is the first time I've ever done this, okay? I typically don't limit the alcohol, and I typically don't do this, which is prioritize my protein. I feel like a broken record, okay? But it matters so much, guys. It matters so much, that protein consumption. And so I made it a point to hit my protein goal every single day. And I did it except for 2 days, okay? I hit my protein goal. And let me tell you, I hit my protein goal with chicken fingers, with beef sticks, with hamburgers, I hit my protein goal with like discretionary food choices, okay? With dairy, with yogurts, with omelets, but I just simply wanted to hit my protein goal, okay? And I think it helped. So did I have the healthiest protein choices? Were they the leanest? Were they, not didn't have gluten on them? No, but that's what I prioritized. I took protein with me. I took canned chicken, tuna, I took protein shakes, I took protein bars, and by golly, I hit that protein. So I really think that made a difference. Protein is the most important macronutrient for weight loss. And so when you go a full week, and you know how it is, here's the thing. When you eat out at a restaurant, you ain't getting 40 grams of protein. So there's a lot of times, like I got some chicken salad. Actually, my sweet husband picked up some fast food and he's like, hey, I brought you 2 scoops of chicken salad. I thought that would be a good choice for you. He knew what my goals were. And I was like, what a great idea. This is a great idea, great choice. I looked it up because I was logging and it was only 16 grams of protein. I was super disappointed. And it was for like 400 calories because it had so much mayo. So I had some canned chicken and I mixed it in. So I mixed in 19 grams of protein with my 16 grams of protein. And now I had almost 40 grams of protein. So that was a nice little trick I learned. I learned that chicken salad's not that high in protein. Very disappointing. And B, I learned, well, I'll just add some canned chicken. So, little things like that. So prioritizing my protein, I think happened a lot. And I wanted to show you, because like I said, I tracked, okay? So, and I was not in a caloric deficit. Obviously, I gained 2 pounds. And it's actually interesting because I went in and I calculated my calories over. And I'm going to tell you how many calories I was over my caloric deficit. Right now, I've got my calories set at 1,800, which is a whole nother live call because I recently have increased my calories because I was struggling to hit my other goals. And so I made a shift, okay? I moved it up and I feel like I'm doing so much better with consistency and now I'm seeing results. But so I'm going to go through my overages. There were a couple of days I did pretty good. I would say the last advice I want to give you guys is be good in the beginning, okay? Because I'll tell you, the last 4 days were a shit show, all right? It's harder to be good the longer it goes on because it gets harder, all right? The food you packed is run out. you're wearing, you're wearing down. Everybody's, doing all the things around you. So the first couple of days, I hit my macros, I hit my protein, I was good, boom, boom, boom. And, things kind of went downhill afterwards. So start out good, okay? The more you start out good, the better you feel. Once you start feeling like crap, you eat like crap. That's what it comes down to. So one day I was 530 over. This is calories. 370 over. 1,300 calories over. 350 calories over. 980 calories over. 2,000 calories over. Remember that day I ate 4,000 calories? 4,000 calories. It ain't hard to do. And 700 calories over. So for the total, I was 6,000, about 6,300 calories over my deficit, okay? And 1 pound equals 3,500 calories. So my overage is pretty equivalent to what I saw on the scale. I ate about 7,000 calories over my deficit, and that created a little weight gain. Now, it probably, again, most of it's inflammation. I'm very confident that these 2 pounds will be gone in 2 to 3 days, which I'm excited about. It took me 3 weeks to get rid of the last 6. So, and this is maintenance, guys. I'm not trying to lose weight, okay? Yes, I'm trying to lean out and, tone up and that kind of stuff. But the scale is never going to get below where I am, all right? And so that's the other thing I hope that I represent is that maintenance is as hard as weight loss. It never ends. It never ends. It's never effortless for anybody. And as we age, it gets harder. Trust me, over the last couple of years, it's harder to bounce back. I'm seeing that than it was, 5-10 years ago. And I recognize that. So I'm trying to be better prepared for that. Again, go into a vacation and try not to be just a complete asshole. That's my saying. Don't eat like an asshole. Yes, I'm a shit show. I'm all the things, So hopefully this helps. If you've got a vacation coming up, or you've been on vacation, if you look back, it can't, the bottom line is it can't be a free for all. I mean, you've got to have some goals that you go into. I mean, I also did do at least a 12 to 14 hour fast. You'll notice 1 or 2 days, I actually broke my fast early because I was prioritizing my protein. And it was a good thing, especially that one day that I ate at 9:30 or 10. I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat breakfast with the fam. I'm going to get a big veggie omelet. I got 40 grams of protein right off the bat. It ended up being a blessing because my opportunity for protein as the day went on wasn't available. I think that ultimately ended up being one of the days I didn't hit my protein, which would have been much worse had I not gotten that 40 grams in. So, the fasting, be flexible with it, but I still tried to fast for at least 12 hours, 14, 16 hours most days. But yeah, progress, not perfection. Do something is what I always say, even while on vacation. Come back motivated today, super dialed in. Again, my goals are not much different. I'm prioritizing protein, getting my fluid in, got a workout in. I'm definitely optimizing my vegetable intake. I feel like my micronutrients were really low last week. Your opportunity to eat large volume of, fruits and vegetables is just low when you're living kind of on the road. So let me know what questions you have in the comments below. Let's see here. Is all protein created equal? Not necessarily. I mean, animal protein is more of a complete protein than a plant-based protein. I definitely prefer animal-based proteins when I'm eating. Alcohol interrupts my sleep. I can fall asleep, yet I will wake up. Yes, I hear that often. Alcohol is so hard. Thank you. Someone likes my lashes. Yes, my lashes. Let's see here. Meaning chicken fingers, canned chicken, is that kind of thing? Yeah, okay, well, here's the deal. I mean, that's a good question. Are all protein created equal? Yeah, I mean, Chicken fingers, you're probably getting a little less protein than you are canned chicken. But is chicken fingers a healthy option? Not necessarily. I'd much rather have like grilled chicken or make chicken at home. But again, when you're talking about vacation, it's like you do the best you can, especially when you're sitting at a ballpark. And again, if you still have goals and priorities, like if you're at the ballpark and you're like, okay, I want to prioritize my protein, then you're going to get this versus getting this. You know, I'm not going to get the nachos with cheese, even though that sounds pretty good. I'm going to get the chicken fingers or, you know, the hamburger patty, double hamburger patty, because that's my goal to prioritize my protein. Did I have French fries? Hell yeah, I had a ton of French fries. I had a lot of chicken fingers and French fries. That's for sure. I was like eating like a 12-year-old. But this is, again, it's not like the norm. This is not what I do every day. I just had to make the best out of what I had. Yay! I love that you're ready for Lean on August the 9th. That's our next session. We have a session starting next Monday. The day you sign up, you get immediate access. So if you're ready to start today, sign up and join us. Yes, Exactly 54 is in pretty decent shape. We must realize that if we do nothing, it will be worse. Yeah, you can't do nothing. You can never completely give up on your health and wellness. I'm glad this was very helpful. Thank you. Yay. Love the processing. It's super helpful to hear just the mentality about it all. Yeah, you guys, you got to, again, I think people think it's supposed to be easy, or it is easy, or it's easier for somebody else. And then people think, oh, if I could just lose 50 pounds, 20 pounds, I'd be better. But it's like, okay, what are you going to do when you lose the 20 pounds? How are you going to keep it off? Like, you got to keep doing the things. Do you eat canned tuna? Yeah, I do. I got a lot of questions about fish because I was eating a lot of fish last week, and mercury and things like that. I do try to limit my fish consumption to once or twice a week in general. I wouldn't eat like 4 packets of tuna a week, just due to the mercury exposure. But again, that canned tuna that I found with like 30 grams of protein in it, it was a good option. So I ended up having a lot more seafood last week than I did in the past. So lots of sauna this week to detoxify. Lots of sauna, lots of dry brushing, lots of magnesium soaks. Maintenance is hard. Love the truth in that. It is hard, guys. Can you have more than one serving of electrolytes throughout the day in the grape and raspberry flower? Yes. I think that actually that was my issue with my ring, is that I just was so overwhelmed with the heat, and it's like crazy. It's like freezing in Kentucky. I don't know what's going on in South Carolina, but you guys, it has lost its mind. I've never seen heat like that before. And people were just going down. EMS was here and there and everywhere. People were passing out. And so I was just like, I got to drink electrolytes. And I think I a little bit overdid it. And on top of eating the chicken fingers and the French fries, like all the processed food, that last day when it was 124 heat index, I just swelled up and my ring was already really tight and it was a mess. So yes, it's possible to have too much electrolytes, but I typically do 3 or 4 scoops of the electrolyte a day. I typically do 1 LMNT a day, which is 1,000 milligrams of sodium, on top of the electrolyte balance. So I'm electrolyte queen. So I do lots of electrolytes. So yes, I think you can have more. When prioritizing protein, are you keeping calories in check as well? Well, no, I wasn't. I had 6,000 extra calories last week. So, my goal was not to eat like an asshole. And it wasn't really like the day that I had 2,000 calories over. The day I had 1,300 calories over, it was alcohol. I drank 1,000 calories of alcohol both nights. So those alcohol calories will add up really quickly. But no, my goal was to do the best I can with calories, but I did not. But I did hit my protein. Excited to start Lean on the 9th too. Yay! Join us, guys. You're so inspiring. Hey, guys, I'm just living life like I hope you guys are too. Fasting and water are my 2 biggest things I focus on vacation. I love that. Good deal. What do you think about Life Water? I love Life Water, but I would add electrolytes to it for sure. Charleston is hotter than hell. I don't even know how to describe it. It is unbelievable. All right, guys. Well, my phone's about to die. Hopefully these 4 tips to, being better on vacation help you succeed. If you're watching this on the replay, if you have any questions, ask those below. Join us next Monday, August the 9th for the next session of Lean. I'll be back. I got tons of content coming your way.